On April 2nd, 2025, just last month, I deleted the Instagram and TikTok application from my phone. And I also logged out from Twitter, now called X, on my computer. I did this to challenge myself if I could stay off social media for a month. And I did. I survived, for the most part. And surprisingly, I'm not really craving downloading these social media apps anymore, as I thought I would after this challenge. Anyways, there were a few things I learned along the way, and that's what I want to share in this video. I want to share the journey from wanting to quit social media so badly to a happy ever after. Somewhat. I've spent a lot of time on social media in the last couple of years as a Gen Z, and I can't believe I'm addressing myself with that label. I'm very used to the internet and staying updated with all the social news or social trends. And I also find myself doing a lot of doom scrolling on these social media apps. I believe many people can relate to this. Now, when it comes to social media applications, my biggest addiction used to be Twitter, which is now called X. My early years of Twitter was because of the tech community, and Twitter played a great role in helping me connect with other people in tech. But after those early years, Twitter has been mostly me keeping up with all the trends and the people fighting each other every day. So I wanted to reduce my usage of Twitter, and I adopted a hack, which you can also try out if you're struggling with Twitter or even any social media application. What I did was that I uninstalled Twitter from my mobile phone, and I only used Twitter on my personal laptop on the browser. Now, this created a limitation such that I could only use Twitter when I'm at home with my personal laptop. This limitation was very helpful because now if I'm at the office with my phone and my office laptop, I can't access Twitter. Or even when I'm outside my house in general with friends or with people, I can't access Twitter only when I'm with my personal laptop. In some cases, this helped me fight my Twitter addiction. There were days where I even forgot Twitter existed. I could go 2-3 days without even knowing about Twitter. But anyways, with social media applications, my usage of Twitter is now better. But guess what? My brain starts feeling like I need something. I need some dopamine. I need some entertainment. I need something. Now that Twitter is out of the way, let's try out Instagram or TikTok. Now, Instagram never really worked for me. I don't know why. I got bored of it easily. I could doom scroll 3, 4, 5 posts, and next thing I'm out of the app. But you see, TikTok became my latest biggest addiction. The thing with TikTok is that once you open the app, there is always something new, something fresh. It might not always be entertaining, might not always be interesting, but there's always something. It's like everybody on this world is on TikTok. And the more time you spend on this app, you come across many amazing talents which make you to keep coming back. For example, me, I had interest in tech, I had interest with cinematography. I came across several amazing people which I learned a lot from, but along with that was all the other distractions. I discovered that I couldn't even focus on something for a long time before picking up social media. Like in previous years, I could be working, I could do something for maybe 2 hours before I even think of social media or entertainment. But I found myself in a place where I could be writing code, working on an article, working on a video script, just doing something, and then my hand starts itching to get my phone and find something, some notification, some news, or just something I might be missing out on. So for a long time, I have really wanted to quit social media, but I couldn't. I couldn't because I'm a content creator who makes content of different topics, whether it's my personal life, Netherlands, or tech. I usually share these videos on social media, especially the tech videos. I would often share these on Instagram, on TikTok, and even on X. Quitting social media would mean that I won't be able to share these things anymore, which will affect the reach, the engagement, or even the community that I have built. So I accepted my fate that social media is something I can't run away from. But something interesting happened last month. I came to a point where I felt like I wanted to take a break from tech content. There were several reasons that led me to this decision. Part of it was also because I was managing multiple channels. This and that one was becoming overwhelming. I wanted to find a better balance with my time and also, navigate a few other things. But yeah, I decided I was going to just take a pause on creating tech content. And taking a pause on creating tech content meant I could now afford taking a break from social media. I also thought that this would be a very productive month for me. I mean, I don't have distractions, no social media, but it didn't work out as I expected. And there are several reasons why I wasn't very productive, but I think one of them was also because I didn't really have a strategy on how to be more productive without social media. So the first few days, my brain was still trying to adapt to the fact that there's no Instagram or TikTok. So sometimes I pick my phone, scroll left and right looking for something, and then I remember, oh true, I don't have social media. So at this point, I'm trying to figure out what else I could do instead of social media. I would entertain myself by watching YouTube videos, or I would play games on my laptop, or I would play FIFA on my PlayStation. Just something entertaining that isn't social media. In fact, last month, I opened LinkedIn more than I usually would, because that was a place where I could still find updates, notifications, news, something that still gets that dopamine hit. But LinkedIn nowadays is just cringe and boring. Everybody is just thrilled and excited to share one thing or another. I'm happy for them though. In my break, after 1 week, getting to 2 weeks, I discovered that I was used to social media apps not being on my phone anymore, so I wasn't picking up my phone to look for those apps. But just when I thought things were getting better, something else caught my interest. When you go to YouTube, guess what? You have YouTube Shorts. Is this my doom scrolling entertainment replacement? At first, I thought YouTube Shorts would be my doom scrolling replacement, which I wasn't happy about because I wouldn't want to delete YouTube. It's not like YouTube Shorts is an app on its own. But then I also thought YouTube Shorts is not like other social media apps. It doesn't feel as exciting or entertaining like TikTok, for example, would be for me. The few times I tried scrolling on there, after 3 to 4 posts, I just get bored. I feel like, nah, this isn't it. So I thought I was safe with YouTube Shorts. After some time, to my surprise, I found myself using YouTube Shorts more and more and more than I thought I would. I mean, it's not yet that bad. I still get bored easily. It doesn't feel as entertaining as TikTok, but I honestly see the potential. If I'm not careful, YouTube Shorts might just be a replacement for TikTok for me. So through the month of April, I'm not on social media, if you don't count YouTube Shorts. My phone screen time was better, my sleeps were better. Like I mentioned, I wasn't as productive as I thought I would be, especially with making videos. I actually thought in the month of April that I would kill it with videos because I'm focusing on just one channel and there is no social media. But for several reasons, I still wasn't as productive. But one thing I really loved about this challenge was that I could live my life without worrying about recent trends, recent news, or even the regular chaos that happens on social media. When you're on social media, there are different things people post that would irritate you so much, it would piss you off so much, whether they be talking directly or indirectly to you. It's just so chaotic, especially for a place like Twitter that cannot even be used as a platform for sensible conflict or disagreements anymore, or the ridiculous things that people post just for engagement. I get overwhelmed and sometimes anxious with all of these things, and so staying off social media was just pure bliss because I didn't have to worry about all this anymore. The most beautiful part after ending this challenge, like I mentioned earlier, is that I don't really crave having these social media apps on my phone anymore. There's still a bit of curiosity. What did I miss? Who sent me messages? But I don't really have that I need these apps back. The one thing I noticed was that when I downloaded Instagram and checked a few updates and a few things, I could see myself gradually being sucked in again to social media. On the contrary, when I logged in back to X, it didn't feel like something I missed. So while I'm not craving these apps as much as I used to, I feel like if I begin to use it again, I might be sucked back in. And so in the next few days, I still want to go on a social media break. Now, while I currently have this feeling of I don't want social media, I'm not sure how long it will last. Maybe at some point I would really need it. I'll be so out of touch that I want to go back. I'm not sure what that would look like in the next coming months, but I want to do this challenge again, but this time with a strategy. Like I mentioned earlier, I didn't have a strategy last month, I just stayed off social media, and then I just expected every other thing to fall in place and automatically I'll be productive. But that didn't work because I just ended up finding replacements, either watching YouTube, playing games. But this time I want to have a strategy where I feel like, to be productive, maybe I'm going to do one book, reading a few pages per day, working on multiple video ideas, just have something that really helps me stay conscious of my time off social media. So then I worry less, hopefully, about replacements like upcoming YouTube shorts. Have you ever tried a social media break like this? What was your experience like? What did you benefit from it? Is it something you do again? Let me know in the comments. And if you've also not tried this before, I totally recommend that you try this out. Today is the 3rd of May, and on the 5th of May, I want to do the challenge again. If you want to join me, you're welcome to join. I don't really have a community group where I can try to keep you accountable, but maybe I can try keeping you accountable with the comments. So you can let me know in the comments if it's something you're interested in trying out, and maybe from time to time I can check in with you. I'll follow up with you again next month on how this new challenge is going, and if I'm going to end up being more productive. We'll find out. Yeah, my blue light already died, so I think it's about time I end the video. Well, thanks for watching, and yeah, see you in my next video. Bye. Yeah, these are the lights I'm using. The other one is dead. Yeah.